All right, let's get to the offensive line. You really look at it, might be the biggest question mark for the Giants this offseason. Was really the Achilles heel last season, big part of the offensive struggles. And a lot of spots are going to be open and up for grabs this offseason. You start off, Justin Peel will be at left guard and Weston Richburg will be at center. Other than that, nothing's set in stone, and really there's some big holes to fill. I think the biggest, hole to fill and probably the first domino to fall is going to be left tackle. Jerry Reese admitted what was clear to see for everyone. Eric Flowers does not look like the answer there. They're going to, consider moving him probably to right tackle, possibly even to right guard. We'll see how that shapes up this spring. But I think they need to be really aggressive going after a left tackle this offseason. I'm not sure that you're going to get a guy who can step in at day one at number 23 in the first round, so I don't know that I would take a tackle that early, unless someone falls, but it's just not a great draft for tackles. And again, they need someone who can step in right away. They can't afford to go the Eric Flowers route and hope a guy develops, at least not in my opinion, not with Eli Manning, at this stage of his career. So I think they need to go all in a bit. Andrew Whitworth obviously is the big prize on the free agent market. Might be tough because these guys spent his entire career in Cincinnati, but sometimes money talks, and if you can get a short-term deal, because obviously age is a bit of a concern with him, but at the same time he's playing at a Pro Bowl level at 35 years old, and doesn't miss games due to injury. So I might try and go after him and get him for 2 years and front load the deal, whatever you have to do, because I think that would be just such a big piece, and a lot of things would fall into place after that. If you strike out there, obviously there could be other veterans maybe cut. There'll be options, and then the next avenue is going to be a trade. Obviously, they were afraid. I shouldn't say afraid. They hesitant to go all in on Joe Thomas during the season. Might be time to revisit that now that it's clear that Flowers isn't the guy. And then Joe Staley out the 49ers is another option. So I think veteran left tackle, A1, top priority for this offseason. And then again, a lot of the other pieces fall into place from there. I think you give Flowers a crack at right tackle. Hope that he can develop there a little bit better. Still going to have to fix his technique because those issues won't just go away by switching sides, especially with so many teams playing premier pass rushers on that side of the line. So it's not like you can just hide him over at right tackle. But I think the hope is that he'll do a little bit better there. And then right guard, I think you bring back maybe John Jerry, maybe bring back Marshall Newhouse as kind of a swing man, and maybe he competes for that spot. Bobby Hart maybe kicks in there and competes. I think there's a lot of options. I don't think right guard's a spot where you're going to dole out big bucks. So you're just looking for probably a veteran stopgap there. But again, I think the biggest spot for this team in the offseason and obviously on the offensive line is left tackle. So it's going to be really interesting to see how aggressive they are and what they can do to shore up that, that big hole.